The question of whether the Aryan invasion of India, often referred to as the Aryan Invasion Theory, AID, actually took place has been the subject of much debate and controversy among historians, archaeologists, and scholars for over a century. The theory, which was widely accepted during the 19th and early 20th centuries, posits that a group of Indo-European speaking nomadic tribes known as the Aryans invaded the Indian subcontinent around 1500 BCE, displacing or assimilating the indigenous Dravidian people and establishing the foundations of Indian civilization. However, more recent research, particularly in the fields of archaeology, genetics, and linguistics, has questioned the validity of this theory. The Aryan invasion theory emerged in the context of British colonial rule in India during the 19th century. British scholars, influenced by the Eurocentric ideology of the time, sought to explain the origins of Indian civilization within the framework of Indo-European migration and conquest. The key idea was that the Aryans, a group of light-skinned, warlike people from Central Asia, invaded India and brought with them the Vedic religion, the Sanskrit language, and the social structure that would later evolve into Hinduism and the caste system. The theory was popularized by figures such as Max Mola, a 19th-century German philologist, who argued that the Aryans were responsible for the composition of the Vedas, the sacred texts of Hinduism, and the foundation of Indian culture. The idea of an Aryan invasion was also supported by the discovery of the Rig Veda, one of the oldest religious texts in the world, which describes a group of people known as the Arya who are said to have conquered the indigenous populations in the Indian subcontinent. One of the primary pieces of evidence used to support the theory was the linguistic connection between Sanskrit, the ancient language of the Vedas, and other Indo-European languages. Scholars noted similarities between Sanskrit and languages such as Latin, Greek, and Persian, leading them to conclude that the Aryans were part of a larger Indo-European family that spread out from a homeland in Central Asia or the steppes of Russia. The fact that Sanskrit shared similarities with languages spoken in Europe and the Near East suggested, in the minds of early scholars, that the Aryans must have originated in these regions and then migrated to India. The Vedas, particularly the Rig Veda, were seen as evidence of the Aryan presence in India. The Rig Veda contains hymns that describe the conflicts between the Aryans and a group of people called the Dasa, who were often interpreted as the indigenous people of India. The Vedas also contain references to the Indus, Sindhu, river, which was taken as evidence of the Aryans' geographic knowledge of the Indian subcontinent. Additionally, the descriptions of the Aryans' lifestyle and their conflict with the Dasa were interpreted as a reflection of an invasion or conquest of the subcontinent by the Aryan tribes. One of the most significant problems with the Aryan invasion theory is the lack of direct archaeological evidence for an invasion or mass migration. Archaeological excavations in the northwestern regions of India, including the areas traditionally associated with the Aryan migration route, have not uncovered evidence of violent conflict or destruction that would be expected from an invasion.